Hello student, today we will solve the first exercise of the complex number. To solving the first exercise, first we will have to go through the basic concept of the complex number, which is iota. As you all know, iota is very important in this complex number and having the value minus root 1. As Euler mathematician introduced this iota, so we will study about the different powers of the iota and we will observe the very important values as I have written over there. So let's start. So in the first I have write iota is equals to under root minus 1. As we know, this is the value which is introduced by the Euler's. So if I multiply iota again, I will get the next power of the iota. As you can see, iota is equals to under root minus 1 and iota square. If I multiply on the both side, then iota will become iota square and this thing will become iota into iota is equals to minus 1. So iota square has a value minus 1. If I multiply again on the both side iota, then on the left hand side I will get iota cube and on the right hand side I will get minus iota into iota. That will give me the minus iota square. So if I repeat in this way, I will get different powers of the iota having the most probably similar repeated values. As you can say, iota raised to power 5, it will again giving me the iota, and iota power 6 giving me the value minus 1. So in this way I have observed that if we are multiplying iota again and again and getting the different power of the iota, I will getting the repeated value. So this is the process. This is the iota root minus 1, 1 minus 1 minus iota and 1. So if we will see properly, this is the multiple power 4 and this is the multiple of the 4. As 8 is a multiple of the 4, 12 is also a multiple of 4 and 16 is also a multiple of the 4. So in this way I'm getting the same value. You can say as iota raised to power 4 giving me the 1, iota raised to power 8 also giving me the value 1. So iota give me iota raised to power 12 1 again. So in this way, if I am getting the iota raised to power multiple of the 4, then the value which I am getting here is 1. So I have made the general form from this above observation. This is very important observation. As you can see, I'm getting the repeated value. So here iota raised to power multiple of the 4 will always give me the value 1. And in the power iota raised to power 4n plus 1 multiple of the 4 and 1 is a remainder here. You can put any value. If I will put the value for n suppose 2, then 2 multiplied by 4 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. If I have the iota raised to power 9, then what I will get? I will get iota. The result will be iota. So in this way I have observed all these values from this above calculation. You can see iota raised to power 3 iota raised to power 7 is. So in this way I have observed these values, general values. I have made the general values. If I have the iota raised to power 4 raised to power iota raised to power multiple of the 4 plus 2 as a remainder, I will get minus 1. So we are getting these 4 value in the all the repeated powers, 1 iota, minus 1 and minus iota. You will have to memorize these values. It will help me to solve the first exercise of the complex number, as it is a very important exercise. Also I have observed one thing. If I will add all these values, I will get the result 0. You can check positive 1, negative 1, it will give me 0. Iota positive, iota negative, it will give me the value 0. So if I will add all these, I will getting 0 result. Just to understand deeply this concept, let me take an example. So these, you can also check these iotas as I have write over there. These are the consecutive numbers. It means the sum of the any consecutive numbers in the power of the iota which is followed by the one another, it will give me the result 0. This is a standard result which we can use to solve the question also. So let's check the powers and the remainders. Suppose I have iota raised to power 19. So Is the 19 is a multiple of the 4 or not? Let's check. 19 divided by 4, it will give me the remainder 0. So if it is giving me the result remainder 0, so I can write iota raised to power 19 as iota raised to power 3. Reason being, if iota raised to power 19 is can be cancelled out with the 4, it will give me the result 1, as the multiple of the 4 always give me the result 1, and the remainder is iota raised to power 3. So I will get iota raised to power 3, which is the odd number. You can see when the remainder will be 3, I will get result minus iota, right? Multiple of the 4 plus remainder 3. If I'm getting remainder 3, then the result will be minus iota. So let's check more examples. Suppose I have the iota raised to power 2019. So quickly we will check, is it multiple of 4 or not? Just to check the multiple of the 4, we will just simply check the last two digits. Last two digits are the multiple of the 4 or not. This is a rule for the divisibility of the 4. So I will check simply 19 is divisible by 4 or not. 19 is not divisible by 4. It will give me the remainder again 3. So I can write it as a iota raised to power 3. As I have told you, if I am getting remainder 3, then the result will be iota minus iota. So it will give me result minus iota. Next example, iota raised to power 19 and iota raised to power minus 27 whole square. How to solve it? Simply 19 is not the multiple of the 4. Multiple of the 4 is 16 only, and left remainder is 3, right? So I can write it as a iota raised to power 3. And what about a minus 27? This is a power in the negative, so I can take it in the denominator. After taking in the denominator, 27 is not a multiple of the 4. Just to make the multiple of the 4, what I will do, I will rationalize with the iota. Just to make the multiple of the 4, I will multiply and divide with the iota. I will iota multiply and divide. It will become 28. And you know 28 is a multiple of the 4. And if multiple of the 4, then it will give me the result 1. It will give me the result 1. And what about the iota raised to power 3? It is remainder 3. It will give me the result minus iota. So it will give me the result minus iota. And here I am getting iota divided by 1, because iota raised to power 21 is equals to 1. So it is simply minus iota plus iota. They will be cancelled out with each other. I will get 0. So result is 0. So in this way, if you remember or memorize these 4 results, you can simplify quickly. Let's solve next more example. In this example, summation of iota raised to power r. R is a general, and it varies from 1 to 21. So let's write and how to solve it. I will write iota raised to power 1, iota raised to power 2. In this way, I have write up to 21, as r goes from 1 to 21. So as you know, consecutive 4 numbers having the power consecutively and followed by each other, as I have write, it will give me the result 0, iota raised to power 4 and 4n plus 1, 4n plus 2. These are the consecutive powers, right? So consecutive power of the iota 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it will give me the result 0. And next 4 group 5, 6, 7 and 8, they will also give me the result 0. So in this way, I will make the grouping of the 4, 4, 4. As you know, 20 is the multiple of the 4. So up to 20, it will give me the result 4, because I can make the group of the 4 iota raised to power, right? So last, which is pending, iota raised to power 21, because up to 20 I have made the groups and they are giving me the result 0. As a rule which I have told you, the sum of the 4 consecutive powers of the iota will give me the result 0. So last I'm getting iota raised to power 21 only. In the 21 is not a multiple of the 4. After dividing I will get remainder 1. It means that I can write iota raised to power only 1, because 1 is a remainder. So iota raised to power 1 is a remainder. So it will give me the result iota 0 plus 0 plus iota. So answer is iota only. So in this way we can simplify many more example from the first exercise of the complex number. So let's move